Hi. It's a Saturday, and I'm watching my dog because she's having some issues. Um, but I'm also working on Bloodshed Deathgame, and I wanted to quickly recap what's going on here because there's some new activity in the game that is pretty insane. As you know, this game is my little creation that I'm putting into an arcade cabinet I made a few years back. Never was able to finish it, but now I am finishing it because I have a purpose for it. And I'm trying to bring this game to life a little bit more. It was a little static before, but check this out. Now I've got all this pulsating rhythms going on in the game, which is very exciting. So let's continue on this path of what I'm going to do with this, just so we can see how easy it is to create a level that has more dynamics to it. What's nice, once again, in one of my favorite things is the fact that I can do this as it's playing. So I can see how these objects actually move. Like if I scale them, are they going to interfere with the level? Can I rotate them to give them a little bit better placement? That kind of stuff. So see, I made two of these pulsing objects. There's two distinct animations going on. I have this one over here, which is, Slurpee's definitely saying hello to you. That one there is a little bit slower, a little bit different. Whereas this one here is a little bit faster on its pulse. But I think if I'm trying to give this game this internal kind of like you're inside of a creature vibe, I think making little objects move as if blood is pumping through them is going to help sell it. So I'm going to put a bunch of these objects about. And what's nice, I'll show you too, is that since these are library items that I've created, they are not going to interfere too much with the overall graphic memory now, because that memory is already in place. When I put some in here, I thought this would be kind of cool in here too, because this is, even if it's underneath, could be really fun. And this is kind of me making videos for myself, as well as trying to show how to do this. Because I'm going to need a reference point for later on. Definitely helps kind of sell this thing a little better as being an internal organs fly through. I don't know if you remember the game Life Force, but Life Force was similar in that there's levels where you're inside of a creature. So I'm just adding to that kind of idea, while also fitting my vibe of Bloodshed Deathbath. It's just so awesome that you can, like, on the fly, see how this is working. As you duplicate objects, the animation will fall off sync with the overall timing of the level, so you have to restart it in order to really see what you've done. and how it plays in real time when somebody actually plays a game. Looks pretty sweet. And as a reminder, this game is now in 1 week of production, but I don't know, it's probably only about 6 hours in to actual how much time I put into it. Now let me show you, just so you can get an idea, I'll do one more pulsing animation. And what I wanted to do is also discolor one of these objects. So I'm actually going to start from scratch. So let's first look at our overall graphic memory. I'm at 65% because of all the stuff I've thrown in here. My code gameplay memory is at 40%, and my audio is at 3. So I'm always thinking in the back of my head, I gotta make sure I don't overdo it. But what I want to do is let's just start a new object, a sphere, and just want to make something new here. So it's good to kind of do it off. I mean, it's good to know how the scale is, but you don't really need to worry too much about that. I want to make sure that this object has a different, just a slightly different shade of red. You can fine tune it in here. Hold on one second. No. I think what I want to do is this. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in. I'm going to build my object. This is going to be another pulsar, so I got to kind of think about how it's put together. .3D modeling with a PS5 controller has turned out to be one of my favorite things because it's so easy to do. Let's make this one a little bit smaller, more like it's an organ. And I do come from a background of game design. If you're just starting with watching this video. So I'm always kind of thinking what could be radical for a game. It could be fun. And let's put a little one in here. Okay. Just kind of give it a different kind of shape. Like that. And maybe one little section of it over here extends out a little bit. I don't know. I can always modify this later if I make it a library item kind of thing. I just want it to feel like it's some weird alien or cancerous thing or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Let's exit this. I'm going to select the whole thing and I'm going to colorize it. So it's a different shade of red. Maybe it's a little bit redder. And it's rough. And it's waxy. It doesn't glow. Okay. Maybe a little bit darker. It's always in this tweak selected dealio. Okay, here we go. And I'm wondering, I might have to make it just a little bit shiny. Let's make it shiny. Let's make it shiny. See how the specular highlight changes depending on how you do this. Since it's like a different organ in this body of this creature, maybe it looks like that. Let's put it next to the other stuff to see. Yeah. It's a little bit weirder. And I can make it bigger. I'm gonna sprinkle this one in a bit. It's not gonna be everywhere. That's the idea. It's very scary. Okay. And then you can always go in here and edit the sculpture. If you want to make some things a little weirder or whatever you want to do. I want it just a little bit more organic. Just a tad. Slurpee loves this thing. She's sitting here. She's been hurt. I'm monitoring her. I can't really leave her alone today, so this is good opportunity. I was supposed to go to something. I can't go to it because of Slurps being hurt or whatever's going on with her. Okay, so anyways, here we go. That's a little bit cooler. Let's bring it out. And let's continue to modify the way it looks a little bit. I think it just needs to be a different hue just a little bit. So even if let's make it more brownish. More in this realm. And you can turn down the original color saturation. So it's really just living on the new color saturation. Okay, that's kind of cool. Maybe it does glow. I don't know. Let's look at that. No. No glowing. Too weird. Inner color. I don't think you're even going to see that because it's not invisible at all. Turn that down, see? It's just kind of... Needs to live in the same universe. But it needs to have its own organ kind of structure. Okay. So... let me scale it up a bit. I am going to modify more. Fine-tuning is always good. Okay. That's good. Let's see what it did to our graphics memory. So I went from 65 to 68%. Is it worth the extra 3%? That's the question you must ask. Was this piece here worth it? Because it's going to take up memory regardless of anything. So I can determine that later. But now I want to animate it. So I go to animate, and I'm just doing this. This is how I've animated the others. So you add that, and then you decide, as soon as I start moving something, it's going to animate. So if I go, and then I come there, and hold, and then I go, and then I hit stop, and I play this, you'll see what it does. I don't know if I like that. And I am too much of a perfectionist to let something just slide. The other thing is, I just still don't know if I like the shape of it. You know? Not sure. Do I? I don't think so. I don't know. Something ain't right. That's fine. Let's say I go like this. Before I decide to restart this thing. Let's put it like that. I had to undo because I thought I did something. Let's just scale this up. What I'm gonna do with this animation, I think, is I'm gonna go. This is how you snap L1. Snap it on there. I'm just gonna have it go just slightly. So I'm gonna have to go like this. So hold this. I didn't like that. Gotta press record again if you want to delete it. I'm just gonna restart again. Gotta be really careful how you do. I'm really picky. Okay. So if I go down, up. Okay. Now stop it. Now press play. I can really kind of decide if it's cool. And move it around to see if it's working with what I'm thinking. Sorry about the spaceship crash over and over again. It's just the way it is. I don't know what the heck that thing is. What is this? Oh, that's the camera. That's your auto camera. So I'm watching as it's going. I'm almost at the stage of trying to figure out how to have it not just reset every time he dies, but go to a frame, go to a scene. Okay, so the health modifier is another thing I want to bring over. So I'm going to bring it over so it's on this object. So just in case it makes contact with the ship, it will destroy it. So I have a health modifier, I have my action recorder animation, and I have this. Now, what you can do, this is the best way to do this. Okay, so grab this and, whoops, screwing up. Grab this. What's going on? You gotta zoom in sometimes. Okay, grab that L1X so it's in the group. Now it's inside of the group. Both of those are. So that's good. Play it again to make sure. Yes. I know how I can get rid of some of the excess there's some non-grouped items in here. Okay, but anyways. So now I have that in there. And it's functioning. If I throw it in some other spots, just copying it around, it's going to already be ready to go. And every time I copy it, it's not adding to the overall graphic memory because it's the same object. So it's still going to say it's 68. Which is nice. And then however I put it in here will determine the look. Right? That looks cool because that looks like an organ or something. If I come over here, 68, right? All right. So let's put another one over here. Just so it's undulating all over the place. Change your camera so you can see if you're doing it right. Rotate it. Look at that. Now it's undulating underneath there. That's disgusting. And let's put one over here. Disgusting, right? Absolutely disgusting. Once again, rewind it. Make sure that you start it as if it would be the start of a game. Because they're all going to move based upon the start of the game. Put one over here somewhere. Put one over here, I guess. Ugh. That's going to make that part really even harder because since it's destructible, if you run into that, it's going to kill you. If I even bring another one over here, just so it's like sticking out a little bit. Just a tad. Just a smidgen. Easy way to make your life, or make your level look like it's alive, is to animate elements of it. Obviously, this kind of an application makes it a lot easier to do because I'm doing an organic object, so it's really easy to kind of like give it its own energy. And animate that it doesn't have to be like, oh, that doesn't look like, because who knows what the inside of this creature would really look like. It's a fantasy. Come down and check it out. Oh boy, look at that. Very, very energetic. I love it. To give it even more life, you could even, put a sound effect on it. And that would really kind of make it spatially cool once you fly towards it. And I love doing these kinds of objects because if you just rotate it, it doesn't matter which side is up. Look at that. Disgusting. Kind of reminds me of like the Alien movies or something. Something of that sort. Whoops. Don't do that. See how your geometry's functioning. Okay. Just trying to make sure that it's undulating in enough spots that it's selling the concept of it all. This one might be too big. Or just face the wrong way. Yeah. Start it over. Press play. Instant life given. Okay, so the other thing, I know I'm going to have to do more of that because it's just, I don't know. There needs to be more of them undulating everywhere. My two objects, the only way I'm going to know which one is... Okay. This is... This is one of them. And bring it over here to this side. There. Okay, cool. These bigger ones here, those I could see those moving. If I do another animation, like I could do something like this. I could go rewind, pause, rewind. Okay, and do one of these here that's not really going to be on all of them, just on this one. You could just go loop, loop. Nope, I screwed up. Every little move it's going to do. I haven't mastered the keyframe one, even though that's how I do all my animations in other programs. Just goes gloop, gloop. Okay, just like that. That's it. Let's see what it does. Too fast. Well, at least I could see right away. So let's do it again. Snap it. Won't start animating until you move something. Glue, glue. Okay. Nah. I don't like that. Drop it and go. Good. Good. No, that's not going to work either. I'll do this so many times where I just have to just make it so perfect. And I'm doing it on the fly rather than trying to fine tune. Let's go up this time. We'll go. Good. Good. Okay, let's see what that one looks like. That might be it. I might have to move it a little bit because it crosses over. Stop. Nah. No, thank you. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. See, I'm still at 68% graphics memory, so that's nice. 42. The gameplay memory is going to change based upon what's going on. But what's nice about this is I could do that same technique, or I can just move this one over to this. But let's say I just want to do a new one just to kind of give it even more of an organic approach, which is what I'm trying to do anyways. Put it on this one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Did that do that? Yeah, it did. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I could do that throughout this whole level. I could just kind of add in a bunch of these little quick little movements so things come to life. So let's do one here. Stop. I like that a lot. It's really kind of coming together there. That's nice. Maybe even do it on this big one. You know, put one here. Go. Look how easy and fast of a feedback you get to it. It's great. This program is amazing in so many ways. Could turn into being my favorite game creation tool. I like that. That's cool. All right. And I might just do it over here. How about that? Sorry about the constant ship crash sound. I'm used to it at this point. That's awesome. Look how fast it is that you can build a level. This is ridiculous. Okay. Might just do that in a couple other little spots here. Because now I'm getting to the point where it's like, why would any of it be static? But I gotta keep some of it static. I can't. But even if it's just tiny little movements, it's great because then it's not that hard to animate. Oops, I screwed that one up. It's fine. If you screwed it up, just delete that. Do it again. Nothing in a organic body kind of thing would be incorrect. So this has a lot of leeway to it. One thing that obviously is key is to have them here at the beginning. It's got to really sell it right at the onset. So it's nice. So this is feeling like a bunch of weird movement is happening. Once again, start it from scratch so you know what you're really dealing with. Gosh darn it. They'll naturally kind of go in and out of each other, so that's good. Looks like that one is like moving. This one here, it's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, but it works. This one would move. I must want more of this to undulate over here just because it would. This is kind of like the moment where it should be really distracting. All right. How about that? I want to turn off the grid. Come in here, turn this floor grid off. Go back into animate. Grab one of these again. Come over here, drop it. Okay, I want to add one here. Kind of like actively thinking about how I can offset them just enough that they're never gonna be the same sort of animation. What I like is that it also will complete the animation so there's not like a pop. So it'll add keyframes between objects. Okay, so anyways, I haven't done a lot of this over here, but here's the other thing that I added was these weird little spire things coming out. Just to make it even harder. I thought it'd be kind of fun if in this section, here I'm going to stop this now and rewind it. If in this section I added some lights that were flickering, it should be nice. So it's like super scary and really hard to see what's going on. Could be cool. That's going to be on the next episode. I'll have some more of this figured out. But yes, Bloodshed Deathgame is well on its way. Let's save it. Let's play it once. Oh. Yeah, all that movement is fun. Oh man, it really throws you off too, which is good. Like there's so many things to have to pay attention to. Uh-oh. Whoa. See if I can get all the way to that hard part. Oh, man, that is frightening. Really is. Oh. Oh. So hard. Awesome, though. I'm excited. All right, well, there you go. There's a video game in development. Thanks for joining in on the fun. We'll do some more later.